What's up, people? It's Tino Fez 1999. I'm back to do a video. I'm here to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers, the two most historic teams in NFL history, dynasties-wise and team-wise. The Steelers started in 1933, and the Green Bay Packers started, I believe, in 1923 or 1926. One of the two of the oldest teams in the NFL. Not the most oldest, like the oldest team that's been around for a long time. And yeah, these are the two teams we're talking about. The Green Bay Packers, I believe this is their anniversary years. I believe like it's 90 anniversary. Well, I cannot say 90 anniversary, but yeah, it would be the 91 anniversary of the 81 anniversary of the Green Bay Packers and the Steelers. Right now they're 78 years. Yeah, 78 years of their team. And those are the two organizations that have been around for a long time. And the Steelers, they dominated in the 1970s. They won 4 Super Bowls in that decade. And the 60s was the Green Bay Packers. They won 3 Super Bowls in the 1960s with Vince Lambardi. And it was not Super Bowls at the time. It was NFL championships. They won 3 championships in the 1960s. And yeah, when they had Barstar and, the rest of the guys, And the Steelers had Terry Bradshaw, Mean Joe Green, Jack Lambert, guys like them, Franco Harris and Lynn Swann and John Stallworth. Yeah, I'm here to talk about these Steelers. They were dominating. In the 1970s, they were Super Bowl champs. In the 70s, while the 72 Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers were the two AFC or AFL team, whatever they used to call it back then. And yeah, Steelers right now, they've been winning 2 Super Bowls for the past decade. In 2005 when they beat the Seattle Seahawks, and that was their first Super Bowl as back winning a Super Bowl in years and ages. And the Steelers won their second Super Bowl in 2009 against the Arizona Cardinals. It was an NFC West team again, and this is the Green Bay Packers. They played in the Super Bowl. The last time they played in the Super Bowl was in 1997-98. Yeah, 1997-98 Super Bowl when they played against the Denver Broncos and they lost to the Denver Broncos. And before that was when the Packers beat the Brett Favre's Packers, and Reggie White's Packers beat the New England Patriots 1996 Super Bowl, and that's when they came back winning a Super Bowl. They made a return. The Packers returned to the Super Bowl in 1996 and 97. They lost. They were the Super Bowl defending champions. And they're back. The first time in over 14 years. They're back going against the Pittsburgh Steelers, where I really want to talk about this because I always wanted to talk about this a long time ago. Because they look right together as a matchup, They look right. They fit together against each other. They're both those historic teams. It's a battle of the yellow stripes and green and yellow versus black and yellow. They're gonna take on it, Both of the Packers and Steelers got great defense, and the Steelers got veteran players. They've been experienced. The linebackers like James Ferrier, Mark Woodley, Larry Foote, and Troy Polamalu and James Harrison. Those guys are very dominant, and the other hand, the Packers are a very young defensive team in the NFL. What I like about the Packers, they got a young team, defense, and experienced team, defense and offense. And yeah, the Packers are, very, very underrated team. They have Clay Matthews, They also got AJ Hawk, guys like Charles Woodson. They were like number 3 in defense, number 2 and number 3 defense ranked. Steelers, I believe they were like number 1. They're like number 1 or number 2. Or like number 4 around there. Packers offense, Aaron Rodgers, quarterback, he can move around, he's very mobile. Same goes with Ben Roethlisberger. They make a good matchup. And running backs, they got Mendenhall, and the other running back, they got James Starks. The receivers for the Packers, they got, I don't know if Rick Jamarcus Finley is going to play, but he has to play this game. They're going to need him. Jermichael Finley, Hines Ward in the Packers. No, Hines Ward in the Steelers, excuse me. What's this guy's name? The Packers, they have Greg Jennings, their best receiver. who was Donald Driver. And the other side is Mike Wallace. The other side is the Packers is the not Emmanuel Sanders, this guy Donald Lee, and the other side is the Steelers side is Heath Miller. You know, they have a great matchup. You know, these teams, both of these teams, offense and defense is great. But like, who got more advantage in offense right now? What I'm speaking, that has more the advantage, I gotta say the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know why? Experience and Heinz Award. Quarterback been in the Super Bowl twice. Ben Roethlisberger. The running back Mandel Hall is good. Guys like you know, and the Packers. You know, they have Aaron Rodgers. They have Starks. They have James Jones and Greg Jennings and the other guys. You know, they're a great team, but this is the Steelers had the advantage in receivings, and they don't have that much injured players in the Steelers. And the Packers, they have Jermichael Finley is injured, and this other guy is injured. Donald Lee, I believe it was Donald Lee. No, Ryan Grant. Ryan Grant's injured. So James Stark's doing a good job, you know, as a backup running back, starting, doing good. And in the Packers, you know, they got more injured players than the Steelers does. They got their Nick Barnett's out, you know, he's injured, and the Steelers got James Harrison, they got Troy Polamalu, they got Ryan Clark, they got these guys, you know. They even got Ike Taylor and Troy, and these linebackers, James Harrison and Larry Foote and Lamar Woodling and these guys, and Pouncey's hurt too, so that's gonna be like, oh my god, that's right there, one of the best offensive lines they have as a Pittsburgh Steeler, you know, one of the up and coming offensive line. Up and coming offensive lines in the NFL. You know, he's a rookie. It's good to see him back though, but it's gonna be hard. You know, it could be severe for him. You know, they gotta need that guy really bad. They really need that guy. What I see is that the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers is gonna be a good Super Bowl. Both of the two outstanding defense in the NFL this year, and I'm looking forward for it. You know, the battle of the yellow stripes, green and yellow versus black and yellow stripes. You know, and what I like to see is a great matchup. I just hope that it doesn't disappoint me this Super Bowl. I just hope it's better than the year before, like the year that the Steelers played against the Cardinals. It was a good Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong, but I want to see I expect a better Super Bowl in this one against the Packers. These are the two most historic teams in the NFL to go for the Lambardi Trophy, and that's going to bring a lot of draw, you know, attention, you know. Two of the most historic teams, legendary teams, are going in the Super Bowl, you know. And you know, if the Packers win the Super Bowl, that tells you that Aaron Rodgers is already with Brett Favre right there. You know, he's right there with Brett Favre. They both won Super Bowls, and each one won a Super Bowl. And they got nobody to complain. They both there. And Aaron Rodgers is gonna be the true face of the Packers now after he wins that Super Bowl now. Him and Brett Favre are in the same time, you know, in the same position right now. And Aaron Rodgers, you know, if he wins one or two more, that's it. He surpassed Brett Favre's. They're gonna say forget about Brett Favre. It's all about Aaron Rodgers. He's A-Rod right now of football right now, because that's what they call him, A-Rod. And yeah. What I see in the Packers and Steelers is going to be a great Super Bowl. I'm looking forward for the Super Bowl. I'm really enjoying it. But I'm going for the Steelers. But remember, the Packers are a great team. Their defense is great. It's a young team. And very young and very experienced. You know, there's experience in young players. And they're very strong players. You know, they're a solid team. And I really, if the Packers win, I'll be happy still. Because as a Green Bay Packers, a whole new team. And a whole new generation, a whole new level of defense and offense, and I'm really looking forward for this one. And I gotta give this really response to Spinner and Sports. All right, you watching? I'm gonna respond to this video. Have a good one. Later.